Hey guys, what's up? Here we are back again with another exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. I'm your host, Hebot, and the one you will have been probably waiting for, or at least you haven't seen a lot of them on the YouTube scene, the newest installment and included figures in the long-running now McFarlane Fortnite action figure line of the Fortnite game characters, obviously, sponsored obviously by Epic Games, and these are figures that McFarlane started with highly articulated points of articulation, obviously, in the figures that he had not done previously in the past with a lot of his toy lines. And so Fortnite was the first one in first iteration in the foray of upcoming lines that he has lined up and set up, which include things like My Hero Academia, things like Mortal Kombat, and DC, which he obtained the license. Not to mention that we've already had the re-release of the Naruto and of One Punch Man with the same style of the articulation and the same presentation. So let's get right into it. Today we have A.I.M and we have Ragnorrok in their respective packaging. We'll look at A.I.M first. And A.I.M was one I was really looking forward to because he looks really cool. He's a robot, but the design of him is really, really awesome. In his bubble packaging, this is like a peach colored packaging that you see. Fortnite there. Fortnite on the top. A.I.M is his name. Nice little picture promotional there of A.I.M and his 3D polygon model form of the game. McFarlane Toys, Epic Games here in the corner, A.I.M in the front, as you see, 12 plus, which indicates it's for kids 12 and older because the accessories. We have Fortnite on the side with another pic of the A.I.M character in polygon form. Nice big one here of A.I.M in his polygon form, as you see with Fortnite across the top. Here you go, Fortnite Epic in the top corner. The two latest figures in this series, or this wave, obviously, which is A.I.M here, and as you see here, Ragnorrok. 22 points of articulation to emphasize that it is. McFarlane Toys on the top. Now we have also some accessories that go with the characters that are in the game that look scale up to 14 inches, which I did pick these up. They had them at my local GameStop. I don't know how to display them or if I will, but I do got them. And then obviously other figures in the line that have been released so far. And then I believe this two figures are part of the wave of the two figures I reviewed already, which was the wild card figures from the high stakes DLC, costumes. So nice window packaging display in the front. Same thing with Ragnorrok. Ragnorrok, this is like a nice, I would say, sea green or sea blue or sea like teal, like a light teal color packaging. Fortnite. The picture of the character in the packaging, the way he comes, really nice. Has these seem to have a little bit more accessories than the other two. They usually stay with two accessories and a base, but this one has an extra one, I believe, just like A.I.M. Ragnorrok in the front, Epic here in the corner, 12, same thing on the side. Fortnite, emotional shot right there of Ragnorrok in 3D polygon form. The top, McFarlane, Fortnite, Ragnorrok. A depiction of him in the polygon form as well. And we go around, another awesome shot of him. A lot bigger in full force. Ragnorrok there. And obviously Fortnite there. Turn it around, same thing. Fortnite, display of both. 22 points of articulation. McFarlane Toys in the corner. Advertisement for the cosplay items and the lineup of figures already available. And it says clear 7-inch action figure line from McFarlane Toys, and you can find them in all these social media outlets like So Roleplay. So yeah, two very different and more unique, exciting scopes in this Fortnite line and series. So really excited to dig in and check them out, and just dive in. Let's open them up. Let's see what they have to offer, and hopefully you guys will stick around and watch to the very end and enjoy what they have to offer and what I show in my representation and review. Hold tight. So here we are, out of packaging. We have Ragnorrok, and he looks really, really cool, really, really unique in design, and really, really different than what we've had so far in this Fortnite McFarlane series line. So first thing that you can see, he has a whole lot of detail and a whole lot of paint work and lining. Really, really, really distinctive look. And with this head here, the first thing that comes to mind is to do maybe customizations of Hordak, or Skeletor rather, henchman in the Masters of the Universe Classic line. For those of you who follow classics and know He-Man and know what I'm talking about, his henchmen that look just like this. I don't even know how to start with this figure because he has so much detail on him. You see the head is very well sculpted, as you can see there, right? Really nice detail. Nice shading that goes into a blend on the top. Here on the horns on the bottom into a brown. The eyes are nice and blue with the black outline. The outline to identify and indentate his nose, his skull teeth, a nice wash and brown in the back with the horns in the back with a nice blend. And he has this scarf piece that I don't know why it looks like this, but it looks like ghostly, like a ghostly image of a beard, like the man inside the mask has a beard with dreadlocks with little, you can see it in there when you look at it, little indentations of dreadlocks on his beard and the gold tips painted on, and then the hair coming out in translucent blue in the back. Really nice looking, very detailed. Then you see here, I'll try to move this up. You see all this paint work done, these straps, gold, silver, brown, black, painted really nice. Another silver there, on top of this armory thing that he has on him. It looks to be like armor. On the side here, it looks like this is supposed to be a shirt in brown. That's like cut off with black sleeves, but it's the butterfly joint that it has, and they did the paintwork to match it like it's the actual shirt inside, which works really nice. It looks really well with the black sleeve and the silver on the black sleeve. Then he has these black straps there on his bicep with the gold, then this pad that's connected to his shoulder right there on the top, which doesn't really move, but it's in a nice area where it doesn't hinder the movement because they put the peg down lower with a nice wash. Looks like metal with these spikes coming out with a black wash on top of what looks like wear and like an arbor, to be quite honest. Then you see his arm, arm shin, I guess what it would be, shin guards with spikes on it. This ropes and brown with the other brown around it. Really nicely detailed and painted with the spikes in his hands and straps coming through his hands of leather that hold these spikes, and the other strap that go around like it's tied around his wrist. Really nicely done, as you can see. Same thing for the other side. Then in the front we have here is belt, nice gold with this gold kind of dirty, dingy gold look, like he's been through war and back. Straps over here as well with the gold and the brown and the blacks. They continue to the back with this gold here, which looks like little shuriken knives. Then he has the horn, very nicely done in detail with the black, with the gold and then the brown. Also here, this is his back with the payroll there. Skirt piece in the back, it looks like it's a leather and brown. Stitched up and frills in the end with silver plates going across. Same thing for the side piece, which is also very pliable and rubbery. It's glued in there under the skirt. Same thing with the front. And it even has patches on them in black and in green. You know, for giving the effect that he had it for a while. He wears it for a while. Underneath is just a black pair of pants with a nice matte black. Not too much in the as far as the crease and detail, but it is there nonetheless. Oh boy, sorry about that. Jesus. Oof, that's been the running theme for me today. Okay, and let's see. Okay. Do it again. Let me move the box out so it starts focusing on the box. There we go. You see the black strap there, where it was, sculpted on. Then the boots has these metal plates from the knee all the way to the shin on the foot, or the leg rather, with this nice metal plate with spikes that looks aged and weathered, and looks like it has that sheen with the fact that it's old metal being used, with the straps of brown coming around with these feathery boots and in the corner to make it look like I get more of a Viking type vibe from this guy. And then obviously the boots with the nice lines of straps holding it, and then going down to the bottom, straps there, which I don't know if they should have been painted silver, but I think if they were painted this color over, it would have given it a nice pop to it. Same thing on the other side again. And this figure is very, very nice. I think it's very impressive. So as far as his articulation, it's a little limited and hindered because of his sculpt. So for his head, it goes to the left there like this. It goes to the right. I don't know if it's intended to move the entire beard. Then up, you don't get much. Up, it just goes that much, and it goes down just that much. It's not really there. There's not really tilt either, just very little. Again, I think it's mainly due to the way of the sculpt of the figure now. As far as the hands, it goes fully up, full rotation. You have a butterfly there, joint. Then you have the elbows, double jointed elbows. Let's see. He has the waist. Well, this is like the ball joint here in the. He has the ball joint here in the top torso piece, and I believe he also has a waist swivel as well. Let me see. It's hard because of the pieces that are here, but I believe so. Let me see. Yeah, he has a waist swivel too. You see, it's just tight. It's tight and it's hard to get to. So in order for you to straighten it out, you gotta dig in deep underneath here. Let's see. Right here. Then this is a separate piece. It's kind of loose, you can see, underneath. And then what you do is you can go inwards like that. He splits this much. And then he can swivel on the top, like so. Has a little swivel, not too much. Then he has the double jointed knee, which worked really good, all the way to the back. And his joints are all tight. And then he has up and down movement, up that much, down that much. Obviously they have the left and right rockers, and then you can go left and right this way. And then in the toe tip you have a toe hinge. You see, this figure is the only place where I can honestly say the articulation is kind of bad. Well, not kind of, it is bad. Is in his head, on the head area. It's not great. So that being said, we'll go into the accessories, which, as you see here, it comes with the usual McFarlane, circle stand, the logo there, the 2 pegs for the feet. He comes with one of the traditional pickaxe. I guess this is because in the game, since you build stuff, they have to use pickaxes, and this one matches him completely. He's like a spirit character. This is like watery looking, translucent, fire in the top, and even the blade, which is very, the design looks really unique. And if you notice here, this part here in the top is a crown, like the crown of a king. That's what it looks like. Spikes here in the bottom, nicely painted in black, with the brown leather straps, cut off here with some tape in black, brown straps again, and then the very tail and tip with the point, which is to assault and attack people when they're playing. And then we have this beautiful looking double barrel shotgun. Sawed off, it looks like. It looks almost like a short one. Look at that. The wood panel on the bottom with the greens. Really nice. Really, really nice. And then has the like markings in silver there. The handle is nice and green with browns in it, like a leathery beige. Scoped it really nicely. And this really cool looking shotgun. It's really good. Really, really good. Let me stand it up. He fell. And then we have here, last but certainly not least, this is like a cape, I think, that he wears. There we go. It's like a cape he wears, painted really nice with black. It starts off with kind of like a light, I would say beige or darker beige brown color. Almost looks grayish brown, and it blends into black here. Really well done. See the blend painting is really well done. With the peg there, obviously, and the teeth straps going around across with the two pieces here, and then that's pretty much it with straps in black tying it up. It looks like little mini teeths. So he comes really with real nice accessories. So, and let's put it on him now just so they can see how he looks. This should go here in the back, obviously. Push it in the best you can. Since it is new, you gotta wiggle it and toggle with it, until you can actually get it to go in. So what it looks like to me is that McFarlane really is trying to not only give you the articulation, even if some areas still need redesigning and engineering to make them a little bit more friendlier, but he's going to try to deliver on all cylinders with the quality of paint and detail. This guy here, for what I can see so far, he has no paint smudges. But then, again, we did have some on the Naruto, so I'm just curious and wondering if maybe, just maybe, he is giving kind of some more special treatment to the higher profile properties. Maybe because there's more money involved and he's being funded a lot better to create the figures. I'm not really sure. Or the sculptors and teams that are working on this line, for example, the Fortnite line at McFarlane Toys, is maybe a team that does better work as far as having the figure feel sturdier and have a higher quality feel to them, out with the people in the team working with Fortnite, and instead of like things like maybe the Naruto or the One Punch Man that have some type of QC issues. And, for me, especially, especially the ones I got. So that is Ragnorrok, figure number 1 in this review, and he looks good, man. I think you guys are gonna like him. Customization are open up the wazoo for him, especially for the Motu fans. But he looks good. He looks really good. I think McFarlane did a really good job, and they're taking it. Kind of feel like they're taking this line seriously. So we'll move right along to the next figure in a blink of an eye. So moving right along, now we go into the next figure, which is A.I.M. And A.I.M was the one I was most excited about because his design is really ultra cool. He's very futuristic. He's a freaking robot that looks badass. He looks like something that could have been in G.I. Joe easily. And a lot of people are out there saying, like customizers, that this would be a nice way to do a Cobra Bat, which I can see that. But anyway, let's dive in and see what he has to offer. So he looks like a badass version for me of Chappie from the movie Chappie. His head looks really good, really clean, has that nice metal look to him with aging on the metal and dirt, even, as you can see in certain spots like there and there, like he's been in battle. As you can see there, and he has the dots there, the vent in the back, coming right along to the front. He has the nice clean paint job at the top, the red, these little things here, little vent there, red and white insignia there, strap, same thing on this side. As you can see here, this would be his shoulders and shoulder pads. These are like big screws with the metal. Excuse me, with a white triangle going down here too. You see the nice weathering in the middle there. But it looks, what you can see here, these are like the pistons. It's supposed to be moving in his arm. Also, screw in the back, plates on his chin. There are pieces of plates that are underneath protecting his robotic arm and his robotic hands. Same thing, the weathering and pigmentation on the metal to give it the aging and the dirt look are really incredible here. Excuse me. Then you have these pistons that hold, basically, this is waist. And if you look here, this is supposed to be his spine, spinal cord. But it looks like a metal plates with this metal casket here. It looks like it's housing oil maybe for his body. And then in the back plate here, these pieces here that look like he can hook things on. Plates here that have little holes. These red straps here that look like they hold this. It's like a vest he has on top of the metal endoskeleton. Or that's the illusion it gives you. And you see here the neck that looks like almost human with metal holes and pipes going up. And then we go down here and we have his belt, really nicely done. 4 screws, belt going around. His pants are cut really, really nice. They got like this look of like this paintbrush, lightly paintbrushed on top. Give you like little white specks or specular things that look like specks. The number 3, 0, painted really nice with some nice lines in the top. The pouch is really nice. The strap on his thigh, pants go down. His knee covers are really nice with the little holes and damaged sculpting and weathering. Going down to his pants, you see he's got a fold here, like because it can't go over the metal muscle in the back of his leg or shin, the back. Illusion with the pistons in the leg. Inside what looks to be his robotic endoskeleton suit. His foot is inside a boot, which these boots are really dope. Really cool, made in metal, looks like too. The same weathering and effect. And the same paint. So this figure looks absolutely incredible, and to be honest, it's probably the best design so far and most unique and my favorite in this Fortnite series of figures, obviously, and characters. And look at his articulation really fast. His head goes down that much. Goes up that much. It does side to side. Tilts that much. Tilts this way that much. So the head range movement is really well executed, really good. The shoulders do have a butterfly joint. can see, then it does go around 160 degrees. It does have a swivel on the bicep up here. Then his elbow, look at that. Look at that. It's a double jointed elbow. It looks out of proportion, but because he's a robot, it actually looks good. It makes sense. Then he has the hinge on the, what you call it, wrist. It goes up, down. Basically, it goes in circular motion, but if you want to turn this ball peg that way, then you can hinge this way and that way. So you have the option to do so. Then on his waist, believe it or not, even though it looks this way, it has the cut on the top, as you can see. Ball joint right on top, and it hangs really well. And then on the bottom, guess what? It does have, seems to be, yep, there you go. He has a waist swivel. Very tightly though, it's very tight, but it's there. And then he can also crunch this way, all the way forward. As you can see, he's crunched all the way forward like that. And then he can crunch that much and hyperextend backwards that much, as you can see, which is not bad at all. I thought with this design it was going to be tricky to put any type of cut or articulation in it, and the way McFarlane engineered it, he did it very, very well, which is an absolute delight. I love the way this piece looks here. It looks like it's full pants, not really broken. You do get the side, swivel a little bit there on the top. Then you get the double jointed knee on the knee, but it don't go all the way up because of the plate. That's the muscle plate in the back of his leg is hindering it. And in the bottom, you get the joint that goes up, like so, down this much, toe hinge that goes like this. You got left and right, and then you have a little bit of tilt and rocker as well. See, it has the rocker. Really awesome. Really, really nice. Oh man, this is really nice. Really, really nice. This figure is dynamite so far. I think this is the best one, and people are really gonna like this one. Looks great. It's painted great. It's just, the sculpting is immaculate. The painting is really done well. Really, really good. Now we'll go to the accessories. We'll start off with the ongoing theme of, obviously, the stand, which is nice that they added on, even though it's simple. Fortnite, the 2 pegs for the foot. Then we'll go for the continuing theme also of the, what you call it, the pickaxe. Look at this thing. This thing looks crazy. I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what this is. It's like a big metal bullet in the middle. This is in the same theme as his shoulder pads. All those little holes there in gold. Like, looks like a big bullet. The white going across the outline with the metal black blades on the corners. Looks like when he hits like this, when it hits, it looks like when it hits like this, it explodes out bullets, like almost like a blowing grenade. Look at all this strap on the top. Looks like a scarf. Goes down with these hoses going around. Really, 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 really exceptionally done and immaculate. I think I'm missing a paint mark there. I don't know if that was deliberate, but then you have obviously the nice gray here, and then this piece here that is straps as well, like a metal piece, red, that you can see is strapped here onto the metal plate. So as far as this pickaxe, completely unique, just like the one that Ragnorrok has. Then he has these two really nice Berettas M9. Magnums. I don't know what they're really called. They look like the Devil May Cry guns, ebony and ivory, painted really well with the, in detail also with the silver gunmetal, and then the black painting in the holster, as you can see, and the black on the top there, the indentation that goes in on the side like so you can get that illusion in the front. Really nice I like that. And then obviously the backpack, which looks really cool. Looks like he has some type of thing going on there, computerized. Maybe to store data. It has a nice color. It looks like it has a little glass window, and it's not. It's just painted that way. A little yellow indentation here in the tank. The hose coming across. A little lever here for pressure. It also looks like holes maybe when like if when he's to let out oil or something to lubricate his body since he's a robot. I don't know, the design just looks really cool, and it aligns well with the aesthetics of the figure because he's a robot, so we're going to put him on him like so. Even though people said that it was these are people costumes, but damn, this looks like a robot to me. I'll try to put it in here. So it fits on them like so far. And then we got the I want to put the guns on both his hands just to see. But then I don't know where I could put his pickaxe. That's cool because a lot of these Fortnite figures don't always come with, also have guns in the game, so I'm trying to see if maybe looking for a place that I can maybe put his I'm gonna try to put. The problem too is that I noticed he only has one hand. One of his hands, or the fist rather, has a trigger finger. The other one doesn't. So it's gonna look a little off probably. And the freaking PVC plastic is very rough, very tough. Okay. Put it like this, like so. Just to see how it would look. Turn it around. Like this. Going down, looking up. Obviously like this. Then maybe hang the thing from the back from him, like so, a little bit. And just put it hanging like this. He's carrying it. Maybe get a rubber band to hold it down. Rubber band to hold it down. There we go. There we go. He looks pretty dope like this. There we go. There you go. So here you have them, ladies and gentlemen. A.I.M. Probably the best, the coolest figure in this series and Fortnite figures so far from McFarlane. And you know, obviously Ragnorrok is no slouch. He doesn't stay far behind. He has his own unique offering to offer as well. Very nice pieces that we're going to display. Ragnorrok even looks taller than him. They're going to display well on your shelf of Fortnite figures from this McFarlane toy line. So guys, I don't know about you, but I really think these figures are very indicative of what's coming to the future from McFarlane, from high quality profile license like Mortal Kombat or even like the DC universe or DC itself, you know. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys find them. I found them in my local GameStop. They're starting to hit there. You might find them soon in Target, because I know Target also carries them. And I hope and wish every single one of you a lot of luck trying to, you know, picking them up. Let me know what you think of the review. Let me know if you guys are planning to pick them up. Let me know if I made any mistakes that maybe you can correct me on. Whichever it is, doesn't matter. Constructive criticism is always a good thing. I don't get offended by that, and I appreciate it actually. So guys, thank you for joining me. You know, like it, dislike it, share it with someone you think might like it. And obviously, if you're new to the channel and you like what I'm doing, welcome, and thank you so much for subscribing, because I know you don't have to, but since you did, I consider you part of my family now. And remember, like always guys, I completely fund all this thing out of pocket with the help of my children or myself. And if you guys are willing and are kind enough and would like to help me out with just a little donation from the kindness of your heart to help me out with the channel with more content or better quality in the camera, audio department, or anything like that, or even it has to do with video games and video game toys as well, like the upcoming Storm Collectible Gears figures, please feel free. I have my information down below for my Patreon. It should be still active, and for my PayPal account. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. It's only if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. Like I said, I don't like to ask, but this stuff is expensive, and the more content I put, the more expensive it gets. But I want to keep bringing you good content to you guys that follow me, either for my toys, for my video games, or whatever I do in general, or all of it. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, the 7-inch line Fortnite McFarlane figures sponsored by Epic Games, with the 22 parts of articulation with his new format for figures. Ragnorrok and A.I.M. Nice. I think they're great. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye bye. Love you guys.